Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good afternoon, good night. This is I Like It Raw, exclusively here on Hamin Media Group, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell, or as the kids say, smash notification bell for our daily video content here, and all replays at channelattitude.com. If you don't know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, I am the reporter of the people. No, I'm the pundit of the people, the man with the plan, Big Ray, here to stay, to talk some lucha libre today, and I am not alone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with my brother from down under, the one and the only, Jimmy T. What is going on, my brother? You're not a bogan, right? Bogan?
Hell no. I'm no bogan, but what's crack-a-lackin', though, Ray? And I just want to say, if you want the rawest review of Monday Night Raw,
very raw,
it's right here on HMG, YouTube. But I'm good, Ray. It seems like you've got a bit of hay fever going on, bro.
All right, so everybody that watches my streams and stuff, especially here, you know that I suffer from seasonal allergies. Bro, I cannot freaking breathe. My eyes, look at my eyes. My beautiful brown eyes are all swollen and red. I feel like shit, but I feel good now. I'm here. I got my coffee. I got my Jimmy T. I got my Monday Night Raw. I got to tell you something right off the bat, and I'm shocked. This week was way better than last week. Number one.
Not even close.
My opinion. Number two, I can't believe how quick the 3 hours flew by for me.
Dude, I was going to say the same thing. I was saying it to D just before. Like, as I was watching the replay, I'm like, damn, that was quick. I was surprised at how quick the show actually finished. So you ain't wrong about that, which is a good thing.
I guess it has to do with the pacing of the show, but we'll get into that and more. How are you doing, Jimmy?
I'm all right, man. I'm good. I'm just chilling, bro. Just chilling. I'm happy to be here. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And thanks to everyone that's joined us, and thanks to everyone for making our show last week a big success, man.
Yeah, not for nothing. And I'm gonna be sneezing. I'm gonna be blowing my nose. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, man. No, last week was good, man. It was a nice little get off show. I'm noticing that Matt Schaffer was showing me that we're getting a lot of what's called like new views, like new viewers coming and checking out the page here. Putting up a lot of shorts. We're gonna have a couple of series that are gonna be showing up soon, so it's gonna be fun. Hey, I think that this is gonna be a place to be every single Tuesday morning. Last week I said it's Monday morning, and it's not. Monday.
It's not now.
Monday morning. But neither here nor there. You know what time it is actually, Jim?
For you or for me?
Well, for us.
Or for us, isn't it time for the news?
I think so.
I believe it is.
Okay. Well, why don't we get some pro wrestling news? Here we go. All right, so here's the deal. Pro wrestling news. So this morning, I've been digging. I've been trying to find out what the hell is going on here. But for those that don't know, according to multiple, dirt sheets, news sheets, freaking podcasts, bro, for some reason, the WWE have unlisted or delisted or removed from their live roster one and only Odyssey Jones. I don't know, future New Day gimmick guy. Dude, what the hell is nobody knows why? Nobody knows why. He's just been pulled off, and there is no answer. He's usually they all right. If somebody's pulled off the roster, right, they put them directly onto the alumni,
right?
Yeah, the alumni, as you would say.
Sorry, alumni. There you go.
Nobody. So I did some research, and I realized when I looked into this. As to why they would have removed it from the roster, and after all this research, and I was looking for like hours, dude. I have one note that says he sucks, so that's probably why.
Look, you know what? I wouldn't read too much into it, Ray.
What?
I've got feeling. Yeah, look, have they come out with a statement saying that he's been released? Usually they do.
They haven't, but maybe. All right. So this is my thought process, and again, this is all guessing and stuff. I'm not saying that he did something wrong, but maybe they're investigating something that You know what I'm saying? They're investigating something, so they can't. So number one, I went to his social media, right? He was not. Yes, Chris Winland. And a big shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Chris Winland pops out. He says, "I did not like Raw last night." Okay, yes, boy. Oh, well, that's not what I was. But
yes, boy.
That's for Chris.
Yes, boy.
Odyssey Jones was not at Raw last night as well.
Right.
So we know that what's his your boy, your Australian brother, the big guy. What's his name?
Bronson Reed. He got COVID. That's why he wasn't on.
Right. So that that came out, but nobody has any idea. So I'm thinking, okay. I'm not gonna say any news that I don't know for sure, Jimmy. But I'll say I think this lends me to believe that there is some type of an investigation, might be a big deal. Who knows? Because I look, I went on his Twitter and I said, all right, so maybe if it was me, right? If I was Odyssey Jones, I would go on Twitter and be like, no, guys, I'm good. It's just a glitch or something like that. I'll be back next week or in 2 weeks or whatever. Nothing. Silence. What do you think?
Well, look, at first I believed the reports, right, or whatever you want to call it, because nothing's official per se. And usually when they do get moved to the alumni section, generally they are done. Now, you saying that it could be a bigger deal than what we know, I mean, you got me thinking, man. What could have he possibly done? Is it a Me Too movement thing? I'm
not saying it is.
Right, but it could be. The thing is, they wouldn't invest the last 3 weeks, whatever, when he was, he was on the main roster doing shit with. Well,
go ahead.
What were we going to say, Ray?
No, I was going to say that I know where you're going. You're saying they wouldn't invest all that time and money into him.
Right.
But how many times have we seen somebody that they've invested? All right, I'll give you an example. What's his bro?
Actually, you're right.
Right? What's his name?
That's a little different, though. Yeah,
what
Riddle,
I'm saying
you're talking about.
Riddle. They invested all this time, all this money, great storyline with Randy Orton, and then he fucked up and he was gone. How many times have we seen people? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, but he fucked up. That's the big difference, and we knew he fucked up.
But we don't know what happened to Odyssey. We don't know. Maybe he, I'm not saying he did, but what if he touched the titty? You know what I'm saying? Or what if he said something, like incredibly like insane? What if Jim, they dug into his social media and they pointed out that I'm just saying, this is the way of the world, that he may have said something racist or something, back in the day. Who knows? Right now, nobody knows. And Elizabeth said also that he wasn't there last week either.
He wasn't. You're right. And you know what? Funny enough, that Liz brings that up. If you remember last week, they pretty much went back to normal with the New Day, like nothing happened. Weird. So, right, that is weird, but I didn't think too much of it. But it did stand out, though, at the time.
Really weird.
I don't know. I mean, obviously something's up, man. Something's really up. But I've also heard reports that it could be all just, they might be repackaging him and whatnot. But what are you going to repackage him into when he's already been sort of pushed with what he is? So
maybe he's getting one of those unicorn dildos onto his head, like permanently. Who knows?
Wow, that's a whole different story altogether. Yeah, look, this is intriguing, but you're right. If you were him, you'd come out and say something. But if it's a work, which I don't understand why it would be, right. Then we've got, then there's an issue. But he's not saying nothing. That's the problem. If I was released officially, hell yeah, I'd come out and thank WWE and whatnot. But if he did say something on his Twitter, this is another reason why you got to just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Especially on social media, if you're a public figure, because a lot of these guys get themselves into shit. Look at Sammy Guevara is a good example.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was just dude. there's a whole. If you go on Twitter and you follow my buddy Big Vito Lagrasso.
Oh, I've been seeing what's been going on there.
He's been going back and forth with Channing Stacks Lorenzo from NXT.
I'm liking it too.
And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is not like something they planned out. Like Channing Stacks Lorenzo is being disrespectful for real. And
right.
Channing, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a good chance you're gonna get a box of cannolis sent to the PC. I'm just saying. I'm not kidding. Bro, look out, follow at the Big Vito brand and also my homegirl Noelle at Magic. I think it's Magic T Spiller. Follow her, or Noella Grasso, his wife. She's amazing. She does all the stuff for him, all the video packages and stuff you see. Social media really cool. But anyway, big shout out to everybody in the chat again for joining us this morning. It is 10 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast, and it is 7 a.m. for those waking up on the West Coast of the United States of America. What time is it over there in Melbourne, Australia?
You said it properly.
I know, good. Brian, no freaking bogan.
That's good. No, because a lot of Americans usually say Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne,
you know what I mean?
Australia.
But it's not Melbourne, it's Melbourne. But right now, it's 11 past 12, midnight, just after midnight.
Oh, so it's not too late for you. It's like morning.
No, I love this. Perfect time for me, bro.
Oh, it's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice and warm inside. All right, so let's move on to let's see what we got. A couple of rumors here, news bites here. It says, according to the PW Insider, there have been discussions about doing a CM Punk versus Gunther World Heavyweight title match at Survivor Series. But we're going to discuss the fact that last week I said that I had a feeling, and everybody got fooled. But I told you guys last week here that this rivalry between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is going to go on until they fucking retire. They're going to hate. This is great. It's John Cena and Edge. Remember we said it last week?
You said it, man, and I'll give you your credit because you did call it, and I'm cool with that, man. I'm down with that. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you saw, but there's no point of talking about it yet till we get there. But so I won't even go into it. But no, this is a truly typical professional wrestling feud. You know what I mean? And we don't really get many of these anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and this is what WWE is actually good at doing, unlike the competition.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think there is any competition, but there was also during a meeting. There was also during that meeting that they said that they didn't want any Raw. They wanted to remind Raw talent to not curse. So, in camera.
Yeah. Like on camera, but like not on the microphone. As in, we've been seeing this a lot. Like, for example, in the middle of a match, you'll hear someone be like, "Oh, fuck you," or whatever, right? Without hearing it, if you get my drift. But that's pretty silly. I don't know if I believe that, to be honest.
All I know is that they're moving to Raw's moving to what are they moving to next week? USA, right?
The USA,
SmackDown.
right?
Everything's moving to USA next week.
We're going all out USA Network till January.
Yeah, NXT is moving to USA, I think, next week too.
Right, and then they move to CW Network. So, which is this month anyway. I mean, NXT is moving this month. So,
bro, it was just summer.
Yeah,
and Christmas is literally like days away.
Dude, this whole year has flown, bro.
No, you know what?
I hate it.
It's weird because I feel like I'm 48. I'll be 49 in March. I feel like I've been 48 forever. Like, this has been one of the longest. You know what it is also, Jim, is that me and my wife have been we've been traveling so much this year.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. We'll get, we wanted to do it. We wanted to do travel. You know how some people, they wait till their fucking 60s to start traveling?
Yeah, now fuck that.
You gotta do it now. Do you travel much? You don't travel much. You don't leave the house, do you?
I haven't lately, no, not for a long time, man. But I'm due, man. I'm due big time, and I've been wanting to. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds when it comes to that.
If you and D come to the United States, you gotta come. You gotta come here to New York. I mean,
100, dude. Are you serious? Of course, man. Like I'm gonna come over there and not see you boys. Come on, man.
Look at this. Here we go. So we got. Let me see. Elizabeth says NXT is on USA now. That's right. I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah, shit.
NXT moves to CW in October. Now we have Professor that jumps in. The most magnanimous and glorious says that NXT to CW October 7th. More specific there. And Raw to Netflix. I can't wait till Raw moves to Netflix. I'm wondering. I have a question for you. And Dan Heffron, what's going on, my friend? Hello, everybody. My question for you is, do you think that is it going to be like all right, you know how they say they're going to stream the whole Raw live, right? Is it going to be on demand? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah.
Like
it'll be on demand immediately after the show.
And you'll be able to rewind. Will we be able to rewind and pause and do all that cool stuff that you can do on Netflix?
I'm assuming you should be able to. I can't see why it wouldn't be that way. So yeah, absolutely, man.
I hope so.
But the only thing I'm worried about with all this talk about telling the wrestlers not to swear and, off camera, whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? For now, I'm worried that once they get onto Netflix, shit doesn't change. Hey,
Oh,
the artist
it's
returns.
gonna change. It's gonna change. Hold on. Damn it. My tissue. I have a lot of tissue. It fell. Anyway, neither here nor there. So let's move on real quickly. According to Fightful Select, it says that let me see. All right, so let me see. Oh, it says here. So according to Sean Ross Sapp, didn't get a response from WWE officials when he reached out about a report. The company views Swerve Strickland's new AEW deal as bad for the sport. You guys were talking about that.
We did
on the wreckage, and the
that
Sunday
wreckage.
morning wreckage.
Yeah,
you guys are sifting through all of AEW.
A lot of sifting, Ray.
A lot of sifting. So you guys are doing a combo show live Sunday mornings here. You guys are doing Raw. You're doing Collision and what's the
Rampage and Dynamite.
Jesus Christ!
The whole thing, bro. The whole wreckage.
You guys should be freaking. God should bless you for that. But neither here nor there. It says that Sapp did not. Let me see. It says Sapp did not talk to. What is it? Sapp did talk to over a dozen wrestlers across all companies, and they were all in favor of Strickland. Of course, they get in favor of Strickland getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, look, man.
If he gets paid, they get paid. So,
well, everybody gets paid, right? But I don't know Again, I'm not sure how much I believe this shit because what would WWE? I mean, look, I can see if it's true, I can see where they're coming from, but we don't know the numbers either. But I'm assuming that it's in the millions, right? Because
millions?
It has to be. For them to be crying foul about that shit, it's got to be like
maybe 800,000.
Yeah, okay. All right. Realistically, 1.5 say.
For him, though.
Is he worth $1 million, you think, in your eyes?
No.
A year?
No.
Well,
no.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's look at some of the WWE talent. Let's compare real quick. Give me somebody. Chat, give us somebody who's mid-card that you think right now would be a main eventer on any of the AEW programs, and I will tell you what
from WWE side of things.
Yeah, artist thinks it'll be $5 million.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm hearing that too. I'm hearing he's getting paid. Yes, artist is right. The artist returns. He's right. Apparently, he's getting Okada Mercedes money.
That's insane, dude.
And if the reports are true, then yeah, it's in the $5 million range.
And by the way, we may go a little bit longer today because we're going to be quickly reviewing the pay-per-view right after the news. But don't forget to head over to Opinion Haver over on Twitch. I think it's his $2 Tuesdays. I don't know if he's doing a $2 game today, but he was doing some other gimmick last week. It was really cool, like a more of a modern day game. So go check out Opinion Haver on Twitch directly after this, and all replays also on his Twitch stream. That's crazy. I mean, I'm trying to think of wrestlers right now. Like, all right, so you know what? Let me see. Okay, do the New Day, Ray. What does that mean? That's what Professor.
Yeah, what does that mean?
All right, so you know what? Let's see. Kofi Kingston. If Kofi Kingston went over the AEW, former WWE first black WWE champion of all time, right, he went over to AEW. What about I'm trying to think of wrestlers real quick off the top of your head.
That's around the Swerve sort of range. Are you talking about, or just anybody?
Yeah, popularity wise,
that's really popular, but not top end. We're not talking about the top.
Not the top guys that are popular, like Otis. Let's say Otis.
No. You can't. No. You can't compare Otis. Someone better, maybe a Chad Gable.
All right, Chad Gable. That's a good one. Chad Gable.
You know
any one of the Creed brothers. I think if any of those guys went over to AEW, like Otis, you don't think they put 3 belts on this guy as soon as he signs with the company? Killer Cross. That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Sami Zayn's excellent.
Zayn would be a main eventer in AEW.
Easy.
No doubt about it.
He's a main eventer now.
Right,
Killer
absolutely.
Cross. I like Killer Cross because I guarantee you Killer Cross would be a fucking monster. I love Cross. I love Karrion Kross. He is such a good guy, such a cool dude.
He is a cool guy, that's true. And I've heard nothing but great things that actually, from the people that actually know him personally. But Cross, how tall is he officially?
I think he's like 6'3".
He's not going to be I'm sorry, he's not going to be a main event in AEW.
Let me see how tall.
No chance.
Let me see how tall.
He'll be the next Wardlow in AEW.
You think so? Let me see. Hold on.
I'm only saying this because AEW. Oh yeah, DIY or DIY, whatever the hell.
6'4". He's a big boy.
He's too big for main event status in AEW, bro. I'm sorry.
That's right. They squashed the big boys over there and the big girls.
They squashed the big boys, dude. It is what it is. But DIY would be absolute main eventers in AEW also.
Logan James K. Like he mentions Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane, would she make Monet money over there?
She should.
I don't know.
I'll be paying her. I mean, not Monet money, because Monet shouldn't be getting Monet money, if you know what I mean.
No.
If the reports are true. But DIY would definitely be big players in AEW. That's a good one, Liz.
DIY, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, all right, let's move on here. So, everybody make your money. It says here, as per Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Observer, the newsletter, our boy David Meltzer, 5 stars, 6 stars, 20 stars. WWE also thinks on top of this that AEW's offered Daniel Garcia a contract that's bad for the sport. So they believe that. So these guys are throwing money around like crazy, brother.
The idiots,
Daniel
bro.
Garcia.
If Garcia, really? Would you pay millions for Garcia? Give me a break, man. No. Give me a break. It seems like what they're doing right now is just trying to keep people from jumping to WWE, possibly. Either that or they're playing the game to a T against Tony Khan because he just doesn't understand how to play this type of game when it comes to negotiating.
Listen, we also will tie in the fact that Kevin Owens, his last contract was up in 2021, right? And it says AEW knew about it,
right,
but didn't attempt to match WWE's big money offer to Owens, which was reportedly between $2 and $3 million a year over 3 years. How much do you think a guy like Kevin Owens would get in AEW?
At this point, if they didn't think it was worth $2 to $3 million, I'll be asking for $5 million.
Hey, Kevin Marty, $5 million a year,
or stay the same, but make sure I get a big push. I mean, if they said no to 2-3, but say the reports are true and they gave 5 to Swerve, and I love Swerve, I'm a huge Swerve fan for years, long before his AEW run. Then what else am I supposed to think? Plus, he's close to the elite. He's best friends with the Bucks.
Yep. I think he's alive. I think
absolutely
he's a WWE
you'd
lifer.
pay 5.
Heard you? I think he's a WWE lifer.
He's frustrated, dude. There was an interview I saw with him and Sami Zayn late last year, actually, and he didn't hold back, dude. What he said, if it's a work or not, they didn't play up in WWE. But I'll tell you now, he was talking from the heart, man. He feels like he's not being used the way he should be, and he also feels the same way about Sami Zayn.
But it's called the contract negotiation,
right?
I'm just saying, these people.
These
people are workers, man. These people, they're businessmen and women.
Absolutely, and believe me, I'm always aware of that.
They know that their contract is up in a year, so they're going to start doing all these podcasts with Chris Van Vliet and all these other people and Peter Rosenberg and all these, and they're going to say what they need to say to get their money, dude. That's what I think. But go ahead.
Which is fair enough. I'd be doing the same thing, man. Absolutely.
Why not? I'm just
for sure.
All right, to close this off here, Victoria. I don't know if you know, you might have heard of her.
Yes,
WWE legend. Yes, WWE legend. She has one of my favorite videos out. All right, that probably went over some people's heads. But anyway, Victoria posted a video on Twitter announcing that she has signed a Legends contract, the Legends deal with the WWE, and they're now called nostalgic contracts. So
weird.
Victoria. It's about time, don't you think?
Absolutely. Long overdue, man. She should have had a second run in WWE. For whatever reason, she didn't have that run. But her song always stood out back in the day. Do you remember that Tattoo song?
No, I don't.
That running through my head, whatever.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's what she used. No, I'm saying that was her theme song.
Was that her theme song? Yes, that's right.
That was, yeah. And it was a big deal too at the time. The song was kind of big at the time. But anyway, yeah, good on her. She's long overdue. I hope we see her in the ring though, here and there. She wants to. I mean, why not? She can still go.
Don't be surprised if Jinder Mahal comes back to WWE. I'm hearing some things. You know,
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, people think he's going to AEW, but he's another guy that I think WWE. He's a good hand, man. He's always somebody. He's always a guy that you can heat up, cool off, make him a big heel. You know, bring him in. People always hate. They hate his World Heavyweight Championship run, and they say he's one of the worst of all time.
You know why?
Personally, dude, I loved it. I know you can't. I know it's crazy that you took an enhancement talent, just made him world champion right off the bat. Never built him or anything. I loved his run with the Bollywood boys. That shit was. I thought it was great.
Look. Let's be real. It wasn't too bad. All right, as a run, it's more got to do with. I hate to say it, man, but you know why. You know what I mean? Don't hinder the Jinder, but apparently, being Indian hinders you. It seems. And it is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Allegedly.
It says Gammy says that Jinder kind of has heat with AEW after the Captain Hook jab. What the hell is he talking about?
That's true. There was I think it was with TK if I'm not wrong, right, Gam? Because I remember him and TK having a little beef on the Twitter.
Right. That's right. They were going back and forth for some time.
That's right. And he said some stupid, like something. I don't know. He said basically he gave him shit for like who he is. You know what I mean? And thank you, Gam. He just confirmed it. So yeah, I don't think he'd be going to AEW. And if he did, again, what are they going to do? They're going to pair him up with what's it called? With Jarrett's little group.
Yeah, I'd rather see him on Impact Wrestling, TNA.
I can see that.
You know, plus they have the working relationship with WWE. You know, kind of works out. So who knows?
Lab rat.
What did Lab rat say? You could bring.
He said, "Damn taxi." Well, yeah, true, I can. He said, "Damn." Yeah, I forgot. He said, "Damn, taxi driver had to put over the game, ruined Jinder."
That was a great game, by the way, for the Sega Dreamcast.
Dreamcast,
Crazy Cab,
Crazy Taxi.
That was a great game.
Great game, man. Absolutely great, awesome game. Love that.
Awesome game. All right, so let's jump into. So now, as part of the news, we're going to jump into a quickie review of Bash in Berlin. Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. This is my opinion. I think Bash in Berlin was fantastic, and the reason why it was 5 freaking matches long. Right, five matches long.
Right, yeah, 5.
Just much like this Monday Night Raw, the quickest 3 hours I ever like. It just went by like so quick. There was not a bad match on the card, except for maybe one, in my opinion, but not terrible. And we'll kick it off with the WWE Undisputed Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. And of course, we know that Cody Rhodes went over here on Kevin Owens. There was a couple of times where Cody Rhodes, he's got the hurt leg, and Kevin Owens could have, broken that leg or done something to attack the leg, but he didn't, because I guess he likes Cody. A lot of people like Cody. Some people don't like Cody. But Cody defends. They kick off the show with the Undisputed Championship match. And what did you think of this match, Jimmy?
Honestly, it was probably the match of the night, really.
Really? Okay.
But I actually do think it was probably the match of the night. It was a great match. Mm-hmm. But when I say that, if we didn't see these two, not that they've had a million matches together, but for some weird reason, it feels like we've seen this before, but even though we really haven't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of feels weird in that sense. But when you think about it, the match was actually quite good. It went kind of long. I think it went for like 25 minutes. And the only thing that irked me about the match was the fact that Cody's selling the leg, but yet he done 10 million crossroads.
Well, he's Cody Rhodes, bro. He's got the spirit of a grandson of a plumber in him. So
yeah, but what's the point of selling the leg then? Just
plumbers are tough.
Yeah, I guess. But that's the only thing that irked me. But it was an obvious card, and I didn't get not one wrong, by the way. Ray.
Well, yes, you did. Yes,
Which
you damn well did.
I get wrong?
Yes, you damn well did. So, all right. So, all right. You picked Cody. I picked Cody. You did get one wrong. Right. And this is where I'm going to. Yep. Because the next match.
Okay.
No, the next match I think we both got right, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong here. But Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they defeated the Unholy Union to become tag team. Did you not pick the Unholy Union to retain the title?
No. I went with Jade and Belair this time. I picked the other two. The time when they won the tag belts. Not now, not this time. Why would I pick them now? The hell no.
Mm.
I picked Jade and Belair 100%, man.
I know one for sure that you picked wrong. That's the next one, but we'll talk about that.
All right.
But listen, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. Listen, we know that Jade Cargill still has ways to go. I was looking to see if she's if she's improved a little bit, which I think she did. Listen, Isla Dawn and Gimmick Joanna, her tag team partner, whatever her name is, they're okay. They're good hands, I guess, and we're going to talk about them also on Raw. But long story short, man, these two girls, I mean, these two tag teams put on a show. They did. I thought it was a solid match. This was my least favorite match of the night for no other reason than it was okay. It was predictable for me. I didn't think it was going to be any, I knew Cargill and Bianca Belair should be the tag team champions, and they are. So,
yeah, see, but another issue I had with this match, they should have just ran them over. It should have been done and dusted within 5 minutes. That's what I predicted on the watch along at the time.
You can't do that, though, Tim. If you do that, then the unholy union, they're never going to be taken serious.
Does anyone take them serious, though? Let's be honest.
You got to keep them serious, bro. How serious do you want to keep them? You want to keep them this serious?
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
That serious? Or
can't get any more serious than that, dude.
Well, you can get this serious. Hold on.
And we serious like a late period.
That's late period. It's very serious. So,
it's golden. Now that's serious
you like
shit.
This match? This is a good match for you?
Yeah, like you said, man, it probably was the worst match of the evening. Not that it was bad, but it was predictable and went way too long for my liking, though.
It did go long. But again, and there were times that during this pay-per-view, you didn't notice some of these people, they took their time coming to the ring.
They did. Actually, they did. It's true.
It's a 3-hour match.
Especially this match.
Yeah, they sure did. It took a long time. So this match you got wrong, and I got right.
Which one? Come on.
CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. I made a note. You picked
Drew
McIntyre to win. You said Drew McIntyre. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said Drew McIntyre will win this, and I said no, they're going to flip-flop. I said CM Punk will win this match because Drew McIntyre won the last match, and you said I was ugly and stupid, and you said I'm an idiot. You said I'm a dumb American.
What?
You don't remember that shit?
I didn't say that. Come on.
Horrible things about my wife and child. And you said I was wrong, and I said no.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna put up a poll on Twitter, and I'm gonna ask Twitter world, the Twitter world or the universe, what's the most important title? What's a more important title, the FTW title in AEW or that fucking wristband that CM Punk wears?
The what? The bracelet.
Yeah, what's a more important title, the bracelet or the freaking FTW title? I'm going with the bracelet. I think the bracelet's way more over. But Jimmy, you picked Drew McIntyre. You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong.
I gotta look back. I gotta watch back our show last week, man. I don't recall that, but I thought I went Punk first, and then you convinced me to go McIntyre. That's what I remember, but
I don't know, bro. Listen, next time what we'll do is when we do a prediction show, I'll make notes, and we'll maybe we could do like a contest between you and I throughout the year. We should do that. Shit, we should do a contest. We should do like, and we can like, what they do in the Hamin Media Group Facebook page where they have like the competition and shit. You and I can have a competition with each other.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. It's on.
At the end of the year, whoever wins whatever has to send each other something. We have to send, and it's
done deal. I would have sent you. All right, like sweet. I'm down to spend at least a couple of $100.
No money, dude. Something fun, like a box of fucking cannolis, or you send me like like a goddamn kangaroo burger or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you got to speak to Pierce for the kangaroo burger part, dude. Yeah. I don't know if you caught that.
No. What happened?
Oh, you didn't? When we're doing the watch along and celebrating 7 years of hitting the marks with myself and RBV this past weekend, we had Pierce on as well. But before we brought Pierce on, RBV asked me, "Have you tried kangaroo meat?" Blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Hell no!" But apparently, non-ethnic Australians, your true blue white Australians, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Anglo Australians love that shit. And and then he asked me, "Do you think Pierce would have eaten?" I go, "I guarantee you, Pierce would have had kangaroo steak." As soon as he comes on, he asks him, And bingo, he loves that shit. And I go, see, I told you. I told you. We don't touch that shit, man.
Well, you know what?
Not the ethnics.
It's probably that meat's probably better than hot dog meat. Which, by the way, speaking of hot dogs, we had RBV, the real RBV. He was doing the watch along for the Kobayashi and what's this guy's name that won the hot dog eating contest? The American
Dude. Oh yeah, the Kobayashi and there we go. Dude, he killed it. Did you see the views for this show?
83. Well, first 83 hot dogs that the American took down. But yeah, man, he Chestnut. That's right. Thank you, artist. Joey Chestnut. But RBV, man, was there live. It's actually up now. If you guys want to watch it, like the live watch along with RBV and hashtag RBV eats out. Yeah, man, that was a really cool, fun watch along. I was watching while I was getting ready for work and stuff. So, but yeah, man,
he killed it. People want hot dogs, bro.
Yeah, the only person that could probably eat more than 83 hot dogs is probably Colin. I've seen him take down 120 at the Glory Hole, but neither here nor there. All right, so let's move on real quick. But CM Punk defeats Drew McIntyre, gets back his bracelet after Drew McIntyre had the bracelet in his trunks,
and then he kissed her, mind you, bro.
Swimming around his ball sweat, and then CM Punk put the bracelet on. Just I love this bracelet. You could see him go like spitting out the pubic hair. But good for him, man. Good for CM Punk.
Jesus Christ. Why would he do that, man? Wasn't he thinking that it was in his crotch pretty much the whole match?
I don't think he was thinking. Oh,
that's disgusting, man. He full kissed it, bro.
Bro, that bracelet probably smelled like seawater. You know, like
seawater. Anyway. That's foul, bro.
But yeah, man. Shit. CM Punk goes over here, and then CM Punk says, "Yep, it's over. We're done." Yo, this was my favorite match of the night.
This told the story, man. I mean, everything about it, but the seawater, man. That's a story right there.
What's it say? Drew had a tasty Richard.
That's what you call holy cannoli right there in Drew's fucking pants.
Swamp ass bracelet. That thing was just rolling around his penis the entire night.
That's what you call raw.
It could have been a rib, Gammy, but neither here nor there, man. Oh yeah, definitely, Lab Rat. That bracelet was just smothered in Drew McIntyre's ball sweat. But anyway, neither here nor there, man. Did you enjoy this match?
I did enjoy this match, actually. And look, this is the match that told the story in the ring and outside of it and after the match. It was a great match. I was surprised that this went down at Bash and Billy, and I thought they might have held off to a Bad Blood, but I guess we're still going to get a match anyway at Bad Blood.
We'll talk about
that. We'll see what happens there.
We'll talk about that as we get into Raw. And then we got the Terror Twins. We got Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus the Judgment Day. Now, you got this one right, and I got this one wrong.
I'm going to look back on this.
I'm telling you, you got this one right.
Oh, yeah, you did. I remember.
I picked the Judgment Day to go over. I thought they would continue the heat. They would flip-flop matches, so on and so forth. I thought the Terror Twins would lose, but no, you were right. The Terror Twins go over here. And this was a fun freaking match. I loved watching Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley get their hands on Dominic. I think Liv has gotten so much better. She's not she ain't no Lita. You know what I'm saying? She's not a Kyrie saying in the ring. She's not an Asuka. But she's a good character, man. People love her. They love to hate her. I think she's great. Everybody loves Mommy. Damian Priest is still over to me, and Dominic is probably one of the most popular bad guys in the last 10 years.
I love it. It's funny. No, first of all, you're right about Liv, man. Honestly, I couldn't stand Liv. Hey, the king of 2K24. Mm-hmm. What's going on? But yeah, Liv, you're right, man. You ain't wrong about her because first of all, you know what she's good at, man? She understands pro wrestling now suddenly. Yes. And what I mean by that, less is more. She doesn't have to do much to actually make herself look good. And that's exactly what she's been doing, is just doing the simple things correctly, not needing to overwork herself. She doesn't need to do anything to get herself over except for the little things. And that's what she does perfectly.
Look at Lab Rat. She says, "Did you catch Liv is slowly using the
Yes.
excuse me line?"
That annoyed me.
Didn't catch that.
Why do we need that? I caught that, but I forgot about it. So thanks for reminding me, Lab Rat. But I did catch that. But yeah,
Elizabeth hates her. But here's the deal.
why?
She's bad. She's supposed to be bad. You're supposed to hate her guts, and she's using the Vicky Guerrero line, brother. Come on, it makes sense, man. That's his mommy. That's his real mommy.
And it's automatic heat too. I mean, you can't stand anyone, especially like a Vicky Guerrero, let alone Liv Morgan, saying "Excuse me."
Oh, love it. I love it. I think Liv is fantastic. But yes, the Terror Twins go over, and we're going to talk about them again later tonight. And then finally, the main event of the evening, which was a tremendous match between Gunther, Randy Orton. I mean, listen, there were no crazy flips and flops, no crazy high spots. Anything that came off the top rope had meaning, like Gunther coming off the top rope with that big old splash. I thought this was a fabulous match. And the funny thing is that there were times that I thought the match would be over one way or another. Everybody knew Gunther was going to win. That's number one.
Of course. Absolutely.
And he was much like Bret Hart. He was a baby face in his hometown. Like Bret Hart was a baby face, in Canada and a heel in the United States. Same thing with Gunther, but this was tremendous. Gunther retaining the title, talking in German in front of the home, quote unquote, home crowd, even though he's Austrian, just right next door. He wrestled most of his career in Germany.
And they speak German anyway, Austrians. Same shit.
But yeah, man, this was a fantastic match in my opinion. I liked the CM Punk match better because of the story, but this was fantastic as well. What did you think of this match as Gunther retains his title?
Honestly, it's funny because me, Vet, RBV were watching it, and Jeff Littman, and we kind of felt it was kind of boring, to be honest, right?
Really? Interesting.
But in saying that, this is a watch along though. If I watched it back again properly, and just watching it for just the storytelling in general in the ring, they definitely told the story. But in terms of just watching the match without really hearing it as loudly as you would normally, it came across as pretty boring. And we all kind of agreed to that because, I hate to say this, Orton's not in Gunther's league really in terms of chain wrestling. No. Their chemistry is not the same. Does that make sense? Like,
I get it. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? And it felt a little slow, but I wasn't expecting a fast-paced match either. And there you go. The vet's in the chat right now. And he says, Randy was fat. And you know what's funny about that?
What?
I laughed at first when he said that, right? And I'm like, I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I don't think he's that fat, right?
No, he's not fat. He's not fat.
But hold on. Vet was onto something because
he's fat, Randy Orton.
Orton posted on social media today or yesterday, I think it was yesterday, and he posted himself with a jar of Nutella, and he had a little story saying, I scoffed all the Nutella right before the Gunther match, and he felt fat as hell. Yeah, he was fat in that match, so I'll give credit to the opinion haver himself in the vet, because he called him fat. Heck, Randy Orton called himself fat, so he wasn't wrong.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we implore you, as soon as this video is done, to head over to Opinion Haver on Twitch, as we do at the beginning of the show, and check out his live gaming streams on his platform, and give him some money. That would be nice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so all in all, it's such a great show to kick back into. By the way, if you want to call it a show,
it's entertainment. That is
absolutely
very entertaining. All in all, what do you out of 5 stars, 5 Melter stars? What do you give this pay-per-view, brother?
The whole show, 3.5.
Okay.
Only because it felt like a glorified house show a little bit.
Okay. Well, that's what it.
You know what I mean?
It is.
Well, yeah, I guess so, and it just didn't feel like there was any real implications in the show. You know what I'm saying? Which I wasn't expecting anyway. So. But in saying that, it was a decent show, so I'll say 3.5. Not the best international show though thus far.
Yeah, I'm gonna match you. I'll say 3.5 as well. I think is a close 4, but I'll give it a 3.5. I love the pacing of the event. Fun matches. The fans were really into it the entire show. Yes, Europeans are going to be chanting the entire show. That's what they do. So I don't want to hear anything about people hating about how when they go overseas they don't shut the fuck up. It is what it is. It's
I hate that argument right now. The amount of fans that are sitting there saying that shit, it's starting to bother me a little bit.
Yeah.
Why can't people just accept that in Europe they've got a different mentality, man? They're different. You know what I mean? They love their soccer type of chants. That's what they're gonna do.
Listen, bro. Think about it. How many people were in that stadium? Do you know?
20,000 at least. It looks like thereabouts, 18 to 20.
I'm sure for any professional wrestler or any professional athlete that's played or wrestled or fought or anything in front of a dead crowd, they would take this crowd 10 out of 10 times. So just
absolutely. And you're telling me the wrestlers, and this is what puzzles me about the fans of today. And talk about fickle. Did Bryan Danielson hit that on the head, literally. We complain that the crowd's dead, right? All the time. If the crowd's dead, yet now we're complaining when they're red hot because they put themselves over, brother.
Yep.
Like, come on. Get with the peeps.
All right. Well, Jimmy, it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to jump into Monday Night Raw, so I don't know if you want to get your notes ready, ladies and gentlemen. This is Monday Night Raw. It is the Fallout show of Bash in Berlin. This took place live September 2nd, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go Raw. All right, Jimmy, Monday Night Raw. Listen, this was, like I said, fast-paced show. I enjoyed this Monday Night Raw very much so. We had tons of matches. We had some storylines moving forward. We had some breaking news during the show, and we had the debut of Joe Tessitore.
Yes,
Joe Tessitore, and I'm gonna kick it off real quick before you even say anything.
Please.
I freaking loved Joe Tessitore. And I think, I was scared. I said to myself, Jesus Christ. Remember Mike Adamle?
Oh, boy. Don't even go there.
I was scared that this would be another Mike Adamle, but no, this guy did a great job. And you know what was great about him? He knew when he didn't have to be over the top. He knew when he sometimes, he brought it down a minute. I can't explain it. The way
I know what you're saying.
Just what did you think of Joe Tessitore, former ESPN, or is he still with ESPN? I don't know how it works out. But
I don't know if he still is, but for me, I remember him as a boxing commentator. That's how I know Joe Tessitore. So, but yeah, what did I think? And I'm glad you asked me that because first of all, I loved him. I thought he was great. But I'll say one thing. There is a but.
What?
You're right. He knew when to not say anything and just shut up when he should shut up. But at the same time, there was times where he wasn't putting enough energy into things.
I know what you mean.
Like it almost felt like he was whispering to an extent at times. That's not his fault. And plus, look, he didn't know the Torpedo Moscow, for example.
Right.
Then again, neither did Barrett, though, to be fair.
Well, he called it after the match.
Yeah, someone was on their headset, I guarantee you, to tell him, hey, Torpedo Moscow, you know what I mean? So there was that, but I don't blame him. But you're right, Professor. We are conditioned to complain these days anyway. He was watching Kirk Douglas, did you say? Spartacus? Oh, man. But I thought he was great, man. I love his cadence. He just needs to bring it up a little bit at certain times. You know what I mean? But it's only his first time.
His first time.
Exactly.
His first time. And listen, for a guy that's never done wrestling play-by-play, I thought he was fantastic. There was times that I forgot that Michael Cole wasn't there. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true.
I'm just saying. And Michael Cole, whether you like him, whether you hate him, Michael Cole he's been doing this forever. And Michael Cole is freaking excellent at what he does. So the fact that I was okay with Michael Cole not being there, and I was totally comfortable, and I felt like Joe Tessitore has done this a lot Like I felt like he's a veteran of this. I thought he did a great job. But that being said, Jimmy, let's see if we can get out of here in a half an hour or a little bit more. Let's do this.
Let's do it raw and fast, it seems. But we do come from Denver, Colorado, which looked lovely actually last night.
Beautiful.
It looked good, man. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of jelly just looking at it. But we do start off with Joe Tessitore and Bad News Barrett in the middle of the ring, just, hopping up the crowd and whatnot. Then we hear Mummy's theme hit, and she starts coming to the ring. And, basically she welcomes us to Monday Night Mummy and says it feels good to say that again. But better than that is her and Damian Priest brutalizing Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio on Saturday. And it's just getting started because, after all, she pinned the WWE Women's Champion. And if Liv is as tough as she pretends to be, well, enter Dominic Mysterio with a black eye and all and a burst blood vessel. Now, look, Ray, she kicked the shit out of him on Bash in Berlin. But, Jesus, I didn't realize she literally kicked the shit out of him because I didn't realize he had a black eye. Dude, what the hell?
Dude. But doesn't it fit his character? Like
absolutely.
He looked 100%. Great coming to the ring with the black eye, with the long, stringy, Eddie Guerrero mullet. I mean, the guy looked great.
For sure.
Into the ring. Listen, they're very rare. It's very rare that you have a guy or a girl in the wrestling business that everything just works. And this kid has come such a long way, man. And
man. He's a star, dude. I don't care what anybody says, man. Like, he really is. He gets it, man.
Yeah, man. He's great. But this was great. This was excellent. Go ahead, man.
Well, anyway, Dominic comes out. He starts talking, but gets drowned out by the booze as per usual. Starts shouting in Spanish, telling everyone to quiet him down. Cállate. Which he's a character, man.
He's yelling at everybody. Let me talk. Déjame hablar, chingar. So go ahead.
He's brilliant, dude. I love the fact that he can actually speak Spanish. Thank God for that. Well, yeah. But anyway, Liv is in night. He can actually speak Portuguese too. I don't know if you knew that, Ray. Just quietly.
Fun
but
fact.
Anyway,
fun fact. Fun fact. When I did the DNA testing,
I know this.
Yeah, we are Portuguese, Greek, and Italian.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even.
You're my Greek brother. I remember.
I got a little bit of Spanish in me. Like, I'm mostly like freaking European. It's crazy. And I have African, but it's only from the waist down. Anyway, go ahead, man.
Sorry. You threw me right off because you said it just so nonchalantly. I've got a bit African.
We got
from the waist down.
Let's go.
All right. I'll keep going, but don't throw me off like that, man. Jesus.
I'm messing with you, bro. Go ahead.
Anyway, she'll beat her again. He's talking about Liv beating Rhea. Anyway, after he wins the Intercontinental Championship, they'll both have gold. Ripley wants to put it in a way he'll understand, and she calls him stupid in Spanish. If his little courageous Liv doesn't want to come out and play, she has a message. She'll fight her anytime, any place. As Dom repeats that Ripley.
Jimmy's freezing a little bit here. So while Jimmy freezes, I'm going to answer a question here. And Jimmy will freeze every once in a while because remember, he's not real. He's an AI. And Jimmy backed out here. So he's coming back.
What happened?
Yeah, you're frozen, brother. You're gonna have to bail out and then come back in. So sign out. And
do you mind if I do that quickly? All right,
okay, do it. So I'm gonna answer your question. Lab Rat's asking my thoughts on Rhea Ripley's butt, her buttocks. I do agree that Rhea Ripley is possibly she probably has the best butt in the entire WWE, proportion wise, shape, size. It's just it's a thing of beauty. So I'll just put it out there. So it's just quite wonderful. But neither here nor there. So yeah, man. I don't know where the hell you left off. I got thrown off by the whole Rhea Ripley butt thing. But we have Dominic Mysterio. We're talking about the blood in the eye. Liv comes out of nowhere. Oh, so anyway, so Rhea Ripley, she comes into the ring. If you guys didn't watch the match, and she calls him stupid, estúpido in Spanish. Calling Dominic Mysterio, and they're going back and forth, and Mysterio repeats that he and Ripley what is this? Then Liv comes out of nowhere and she attacks Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley goes after Dom and going back and forth, and finally, Rhea Ripley gets attacked. Don't forget Damian Priest came out also. It was like a whole schmoz, and it looks like I don't know. Looks like we have a little hurt leg. Liv Morgan attacking the leg of Rhea Ripley. Now, what sucked was I was looking at some of the chats, guys, and tell me if you didn't agree. I thought Rhea Ripley was overselling the injury a little too much. I know that it was not the an Oscar award winning gimmick there, but Rhea Ripley, she got her leg hurt. She got her leg taken out, but I thought it was just a little too much. So let's move on with that, man. We have a backstage. We have American Meg backstage, Chad Gable, and he is pissed. He's pissed because they keep freaking losing. They lose, and they lose, and they lose, and the Wyatts are making them look stupid. But I'll tell you something, man. This faction is one of the best in the business. Jimmy is back. Jimmy, I was just talking about how Rhea Ripley, got her leg attacked.
Dude.
Now, I agree. Ben Hamin was on social media, and she somehow, opinion haver says, she turned into Tiny Tim. Basically, she oversold that injury a little too much. It was kind of
because it was nothing in the end, right? So
I mean, it was something, but she made it look like she lost the leg. I'm just saying.
If you remember, right after this, you know how we see him in the back, Priest says to her, so it's nothing really, right? And she's like, nah. So they pretty much said that. So anyway, whatever. But you know what? She's lucky that the rope, she got tied up into the rope, dude. I don't think that was meant to happen.
This has happened too much that I'm starting to think it is meant to happen. This happened with Damian Priest.
It is meant to happen, right? But the way she fell, though, dude, she fell pretty fast and hard.
Right. Okay.
And then tangled, you know what I mean? To me, that's what it came across. But look, I could be wrong.
No. I don't disagree. Cold-blooded. What's going on, buddy?
Hello.
But yeah, I went into so anyway, I put over the fact that I think she was just a little over dramatic with that injury. But I moved on to the fact that the American Maid was backstage, and I was saying that they're upset because they keep losing. So now we move on to the match. So what do you got?
Well, they're losers, man. They always keep losing. But anyway, what have I got after that? We do see Alpha Academy in
Jimmy, can you raise your mic volume?
Is it low again?
I mean, I hear you okay, but again, just much like the vet, I can control how you sound, but you can raise yourself up a little bit.
Yo, what about now?
Yeah, maybe you could put the mic closer to your mouth. Maybe that'll work. You know?
Dude, this mic is usually pretty sensitive.
Nah, you're good, bro. I think you sound good. I think you sound good, and yeah, I think so. But again, I have this powerful mic. This is an American mic. It's American made.
Well, I've got an Australian fucking mic. All right.
Oh shit. All right.
Rode.
Rodecaster.
Rode's actually one of the best freaking brands for mics. Anyway,
I have a Rode mic too, but I use this American made Shure microphone.
Yeah, sorry. Well, they're the top two brands in the world when it comes to mics. But do I sound better, chat?
You sound fine, Jim. I don't think you sound bad, but maybe whatever. Anyway, maybe in Israel you sound lower because they don't like Australians. I'm just assuming.
Wow, what? Anyway.
So what happened next? What do we got?
So anyway, as I was saying, Alpha Academy in Akira Tozawa Max Scene, Dupree and Otis, of course, versus the American Maid in Brutus Creed, Ivy Nile, and Julius Creed in a mixed tag team match. Look, to me, this is just it felt like fun and games pretty much. You know what I mean? It was just it was shenanigans pretty much. American Maid win via submission though, with a release from Ivy Nile on Maxine Dupree, a compassionate release that is. But after the match, we do see Chad Gable getting on the mic to demand applause for the greatest fighting family in WWE and denies that he sucks, saying last week was supposed to be one-on-one, but of course Uncle Howdy had to get the freak show involved, and as soon as he said that, the lights go down. And then we see Uncle Howdy appearing on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
And 375 days, his sanity crumbled. His path is in the void now. The silence is deafening, but he can still hear. His life is no longer his. So if this is the path, Ray, that Chad has chosen, Who is he to deflect him from his undoing?
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but all I know is that they're gonna kick each other's ass.
Uncle Howdy, what's his problem, bro?
What?
I know what his problem is technically, but like,
Leave Howdy alone. Hashtag leave Howdy alone.
Man. I feel.
I know
like
you. I know you're not a fan of the
Dallas
gimmick,
here.
dude. What? Say it again.
I feel like he should have came out as Bo Dallas actually here instead of Uncle Howdy. Uncle Dallas, bro.
I keep telling everybody, just enjoy the ride. It may not last long. It's fine. It's fine. Listen.
You know who might not last long?
What's that?
It's all the minions that Howdy has.
Oh, we'll see.
Honestly,
we'll see.
I don't see it, but we'll see.
I think the gimmick is over, but we'll see. We'll see what. Listen. See, look. If I can change the mind of Aaron Ben Shlomo, much like Rocky Balboa, when he fought that Russian in Russia on Christmas Day, and he said, "If I can change, if you can change, we can all change." I think you guys can change, and you guys will be fans of Uncle Howdy. I think he's a great talker too. I think he's great, man. I think you guys are.
Is he though?
Listen,
is he really?
You need to listen again.
He kind of sounds a bit high pitched when he's Uncle Howdy.
He's not Bray Wyatt. This is Bray Wyatt's
exactly. He's not.
Brother.
Right. So start.
Everybody
acting
keeps
like
comparing him to Bray Wyatt. Stop comparing to Bray Wyatt. Just enjoy who he is.
His promo game is he's starting to like act like Bray Wyatt. He uses Bray Wyatt's damn theme song even. When Uncle Howdy has got to even mean a theme song himself.
I'm going to say it again. Jimmy, I'm going to say this again. Uncle Howdy was going to be part of the Wyatt Six anyway. This was this was inevitable. All this was going to happen as we're getting booed by at the vet. The vet's booing me.
He probably agrees with you. No, I think he's booing me actually. But anyway,
just give it time. Everybody wants to complain. Everybody wants to. I don't know. Everybody wants to just listen. He's not Bray Wyatt. We know this. If you stop for a minute and listen to the way he speaks, his tone, the way he articulates.
His tone is too high.
It's fine but he's not his brother. It's fine. It's fine. Let me ask you a question. when you hear a ghost, right? Does he go
right? Does
he go boo, boo?
Never.
I'm here to scare you. Or does he go boo? Right? Higher pitched tone. All right, let's move on. What do we got? Shayna Baszler versus Zelina. I cry at everything Vega. Go ahead.
Just quietly before I get into that, I believe in Joe Hendry also, then Dallas. But anyway, yes, as you said, we do see Zelina Vega, and you know what, dude? I didn't know she could speak Spanish suddenly.
Yes, she's Puerto Rican.
I know, but she never ever would speak Spanish.
I think she's
in
learning.
Puerto Rico.
I don't think she ever spoke. She grew up in Queens. You know how many Puerto Ricans in New York don't speak any Spanish?
Oh, well, that's sad.
Are you Greek?
I can speak Greek though, yeah.
All right. How many Greek people that you know growing up that don't speak any freaking Greek?
Honestly, all the Greeks I know pretty much can speak Greek, except for maybe 2 or 3.
Well, you have to go to Greek
school.
Even
the American ones, but yeah, we all do Greek school, bro.
That's different. We don't go to Puerto Rican school. Puerto Rican school is going to the bodega and getting a loaf of bread with a fucking cat on it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, anyway, go ahead.
I've seen rats, not cats, but that's another story.
You don't know what a bodega cat is?
Is it fat?
Every bodega, which is basically it's a convenience store.
Is, right?
Well, some people may not know. It's like a small convenience store, usually in the inner city, run by usually it's like a Puerto Rican or Dominican or Cuban or whatever. They have a cat that runs around the damn fucking store.
Oh, I think I've seen that before, actually.
And these cats have a tendency to want to lay on the bread because it's soft.
Don't they usually sit at the front door though too?
Yeah.
I've seen that before. I've actually seen that, dude. That's pretty trippy. I like that though.
I'll see if I get a picture of a bodega cat. Go ahead, move on.
But anyway, Vega does end up facing Shayna Baszler. And you know, this was a short match. It was pretty much feels like a squash. She was crying because someone had a sign in the crowd before the match about her dad, as a matter of fact, watching from above. R.I.P. to her old man. And,
is that what it was?
She started crying. That's what it was, right?
Okay.
Someone had a sign about her dad watching from above, being proud, and that's why she started crying. But nevertheless, the tears didn't work because Shayna Baszler wins by pinfall with a knee strike. But post-match, this is what intrigued me. We had a pure lesbian. I hate to say it like this, but you tell me if I'm wrong. The way she did this promo, and I'm talking about Sonya Deville, because after the match, Laura Valkyria runs in to help.
What did she
Vega.
say? She said something on the microphone that made me laugh. Go.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm just saying what happened. But the Pure Fusion Collective overwhelmed them, and the damn numbers game, you know how it goes. Sonya Deville then gets on the mic and tells the crowd to sit down, shut up, and show some respect. She says everyone in the crowd and at home are pathetic. There's not a man in the audience that could take them home, and no woman that can take them, period. But step up and shoot your shot. I wonder what she means by that. And that's that. She walks off, or they walk off. Basically, they're saying no man because we're lesbians. But heck, no women can even, take them on either, it seems.
What's even more,
these three.
Listen, what's even more important, Jimmy, is that I just pulled up some pictures of bodega cats.
Oh, that's it. Speaking of pussies.
So look, see the cat laying on the bread
cute,
here,
man.
Isn't that adorable? Cute. Look at this little son of a bitch. Look how happy he is. It's even a meme.
That's funny.
He's sleeping
Bambi?
on the, huh?
Does it say Bambi over there? What's a Bambi?
Yeah, Bambi is the name of a Puerto Rican bread. It's just white bread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at this son of a bitch. Look at this guy.
Fuck, he's fat, bro.
So this is a bodega cat. But anyway, so as we see one last bodega cat just fucking chilling on the walls, money. But so she says no men can take them home. That's obvious because they're the lesbians.
We already knew that, right?
And no woman can take them. Where?
Well, that's the $1 million question. And apparently, they got to shoot their shot. Where? I don't know, but somewhere.
What's a sonofa?
Sonofa? That's a good question. Sounds Samoan, but I have no idea.
Is the vet Samoan?
He could be. Okay. His name's the vet Anawahi.
Let's move on. We got 20 minutes to do this.
All right, let's shoot it out. So anyway, shooting their shots, they're out of here because we see Rhea Ripley on crutches. I sort of said this before. Basically Damian Priest is saying it's not bad and blah, blah, blah. We get it. But we come back. We see CM Punk walking backstage and we go to break. And then we see Valkyria and Vega talk about their struggles against Pure Fusion Collective. And Laura says she has an idea for next week. I wonder what that is. Do you have any idea, Ray?
No, not at all, my friend.
Does anyone even give a shit? I'm not sure. But anyway.
Wait. I didn't hear that part. What is it? What is it? What did they say?
Huh? What do you mean? What did you say? What did they say?
You said they have a what and a where?
They were having a little discussion in the back, having a little cry about what happened with the Fusion Collective, whatever they're called.
Yeah, but the lesbians.
The lesbians.
Oh, nobody cares.
So no one cares. They said they got an idea for next week, and I don't know
what
that idea is.
It's called the Rusty Scissors. Anyway, go ahead.
Ooh, nice. Well, speaking of Rusty Scissors and smelling bracelets, we see CM Punk making his entrance, and he actually gets on the mic. He starts off by saying, he never gets sick of the CM Punk chants before launching into a spiel. He says it's good to be on the other side of a very personal and ugly issue. It's so fake, this promo. But anyway, and now that's out of the way. He gets, absolutely. He gets down to business because that's what he is. He's a businessman. And when he came back, he said he was here to make money, not friends. And he'll take that money however he can. And he calls Gunther out, saying nothing can fix the chip on his shoulder but that belt. And it's time CM Punk woke up as champion. Well, his music plays and he poses on the announce desk in the most white meat babyface, pure bullshit promo way, if you know what I mean, because you can just tell it was just set up. I'm being honest. Look, and I'll tell you why in a moment.
It's your opinion.
But anyway, we see Drew McIntyre is here in a hoodie and attacks him from behind, beating him down on the announce desk, mounted punches, slamming the back of his head into the desk over and over again as Wade Barrett pulls him away and tries to talk some sense into him, but he won't listen. We get a Claymore and then another Claymore in the ring. Then he gets those beads, rubs it on his crotch, and then just annihilates him and breaks him, and they go everywhere. What'd you think, Ray?
It's a good beating, man. It's good old-fashioned beating.
Good old-fashioned beating.
I love, dude, I was saying to myself, man, I hope he takes that bracelet and I hope he breaks it into 1,000 pieces, which he did. He took the pieces of the bracelet and he shoved it down the throat of CM Punk, who was choking on the pieces.
I forgot, right. He did. He shoved his balls right into his mouth. I
told you guys, his sweaty ball bracelet. I told you guys, this is going to be a feud that's going to go on forever. They're going to hate each other. John Cena and Edge, this is going to, dude, this was great. He beat the living shit out of CM Punk. So he should.
As he should, absolutely. And he made him eat his wife and his dog, for that matter.
Whoa.
Yeah. And his ball sacks on top of that. I mean, it was a whole stew in there. But anyway, but I will say one thing. I just felt like Punk's promo was just fake as hell, man. And when I say fake,
he's real.
It was just very written. It was very produced. That's what I mean by fake as hell. You knew something was going to happen by the way he was just talking.
Okay.
Like, it was the fakest Punk promo in a long time, put it that way.
Well, I disagree. I love CM Punk. I think everything he does is perfect.
Oh, no, absolutely. I love CM Punk too, but yeah, that promo.
Listen, if you don't like him, it's fine. We can differ in opinions here, brother.
I'm a huge CM Punk fan, just quietly.
Okay. All right.
But I will criticize if I feel it's due. But anyway, that's not here or there because we move on to the next matchup. Oh, no, don't forget that, actually.
Yeah.
They loaded him up in an ambulance. You know what he fed him, actually, before I move on? He fed him the blood pill, the capsule. 100%.
Right.
That's what went in his mouth. We saw fake blood in the back. We saw Pierce freaking out like he was going to die. Punk, stay with me, Punk. Punk.
Oh, he almost did. He's choking on his dog and wife.
He was dead. I'm surprised we didn't see, it should have been more of an emergency, shall I say. Maybe he doesn't come back now for 3 weeks.
Well, who knows? But you know what? Listen.
If he comes back next week, I'll be pissed.
This is great. I'm going to tell you why. Because remember, CM Punk is more of an attraction. He's older. He's more injury prone.
But if WWE really booked him that way?
This is a great way of you have to take him off TV now and then, give him some time to rest, give his body time to heal. He just did have that big ass trap match with Drew McIntyre. I'm telling you, these guys are very smart. They're not going to put him on AEW TV every single week, wrestling Darby Allin, in a fucking graveyard match or anything like that every single week. They're going to play. It's going to be a long play. There's a reason why they're doing this. And I think they know what they're doing. But what do we got?
No, look, you're right. If he appears next week, they're idiots. I'm assuming he goes away for at least 2 weeks, minimum. No,
I think they do a satellite live thing from the hospital. Why not?
Oh, that'd be great. But are they going to think that deep, though, Ray?
And AJ should be there, and the fucking dog should be there licking his feet or whatever. Just licking his balls.
That's great storytelling. But again, will WWE think that far ahead? I doubt it, though.
Probably not.
As good as that sounds, I do like that, though. Well, we got Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee versus Ilya Dragunov for the WWE Intercontinental Championship #1 Contenders Tournament first round match. And I'm pissed because Dom did not win this match.
Me too.
And, look, it was a great little match until basically, Priest messed that all up. Going for the chase, boy, were they sprinting, dude. Both of them ran for their lives. It was pretty good to see. But that leaves, Ilya Dragunov and Dragon Lee in the match. Kind of long story short, though, Dragunov wins via the Torpedo Moscow on Dragon Lee. Joe Tessitore had no idea what the move was. It seemed like Barrett didn't either. but someone told them what the move is called, and then we hear Barrett.
Well, you know what? I'm
saying
gonna tell
he
you what.
wins.
I'm gonna tell you something. Dragon Lee didn't do a great job of selling it. Ilya Dragunov, I've seen this guy wrestle 1,000 times. I know exactly what he did, but it came out of nowhere also. So I think people were kind of caught off guard. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Nah,
And
very cool, dude.
I was also very pissed that Dominic. So for those that didn't watch, basically Rhea Ripley came to the ring limping, but then she was fine, kind of, and she chased off. She beat up Liv Morgan, and then, yeah, man, Damian Priest chased away Dominic Mysterio. So yes, no Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, which I'm absolutely upset about.
Freaks,
But,
man.
But you have to keep in mind this feud is bigger than a title, and it's going to go on for some time. Don't worry, Dominic will have gold one day. But anyway, so yes,
You better.
So Dragunov advances for the Intercontinental Championship, #1 contendership.
Right, which I already get bad vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I just know what's going to be the match in the end, and we know who's going to win. But anyway, so Dragunov does win via Torpedo Moscow. But backstage, we see Adam Pearce is interviewed about Bronson Reed getting taken out of the Intercontinental Championship Contenders tournament when Braun Strowman rolls up to ask for that spot, saying medical has cleared him. Clearly, it doesn't look like it, but anyway. Pearce tells him to look him in the eye and tell him he can go. Braun does so, and Adam puts him in and says he has to talk to medical. But it nevertheless doesn't matter because he's in anyway.
I can
Bianca
go.
Belair,
I can go.
I can go. Like, you should shut the fuck up. But anyway, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill then make their entrance as your WWE.
Can I just say something real quick?
Team champions.
Real quick.
Yes, please.
Real quick. Listen to what I'm saying. Bronson Reed, once he gets cleared from COVID, he's going to come back. He's going to take out Braun Strowman. He's going to take his place in that tournament. I'm just saying. And for the #1 contendership. So I think he'll be back by next week.
That's a good call. That's a great call. I think you're right. I totally agree with that. I didn't think about it till you said it. But now that you said it, absolutely, that's exactly what they're going to do, for sure. 100%. I'm with you.
He'll take his spot.
That's a good call.
So
that's a great call, Ray. 100% that will happen.
So we got this whack tag team match. Mm-hmm.
Yes, between Damage Control in Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus your Unholy Union in Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, while your new women's tag team champions are watching. And this is for #1 contendership to those women's tag team belts. I'm surprised that the Unholy Union win via pinfall with the KLR bomb and an STO combination on Io Sky, whatever you want to call it, becoming your #1 contenders to the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. So we're going to match 3 between these 4 women. That's an upset to me, Ray. I mean, how do you feel?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, that's why I told you they're going to keep these girls strong. They can't have them get squashed. But I did notice that Kairi Sane, she was bleeding, and she put this out on social media. These are the stitches that she got. Yeah,
I didn't notice. You know that? No,
you didn't notice at the end of the show her face was covered in blood.
I kid you not. I didn't notice, man. I could have been. Jeez.
Yeah, she was messed up, man.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
what was that from?
I think it was from the spot where who was it that came off the top rope and landed on her or whatever from the outside, from the inside. Honestly, of the ring.
This is the match where I went for a piss. I had something to eat.
That's fair.
So I wasn't totally paying attention to it, but damn, I mean that looked pretty bad actually. Now
let me ask the chat. Well, where do you think she got injured? I think it was a spot where it was towards the end of the match. Remember where they kind of moved, where Bianca Belair actually got nailed by mistake. I think something happened there because I think that's what happened with I think she got kicked in the face by mistake or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, man, wrestling is hard. What do we got next?
Oh well, the vet says in the chat that apparently.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. She busted her face on the announce desk because they didn't catch her.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, vet.
Announce that Silver strong.
Well, anyway, that was that. I don't know where we go with Damage Control from here. I don't even know what's going on with Asuka. There was even reports that Asuka has been quietly released, but I call bullshit. But still, I know she's injured. She's got knee issues. That's what it is.
She's fine.
Anyway, post-match, we see Belair and Cargill square up to Damage Control, though. And that's that. So I guess maybe we'll get a three-way eventually. Kofi Kingston, though, is backstage talking to Adam Pearce about how Judgment Day haven't defended their titles in like 2 months. But he has a proposal, but we don't get to hear it because the camera follows Gunther on his way to the entrance as we go to the break. What was up with that?
I don't know.
That was weird, though, dude. I mean,
It's weird.
the way they did that. But whatever, because we come back from commercial, Damian Priest then rolls up on Rhea Ripley, and her mystery man didn't say yes. He said yeet.
Eat, so we know who it is.
God damn it. He says he still has to talk with him, but he appreciates her. And then we see Gunther making his entrance and gets on the mic. He talks about how Bash in Berlin had the highest gate of any arena show in WWE history. And now us degenerates, jeez, gotta relax, have the honor of looking at the man responsible for it. And there's more to celebrate since he beat one of the greatest legends this business has ever seen. And yes, he said a lot of personal things. And even though he was right, he only said those things to provoke him into being the greatest Randy Orton of all times. And now he can stand here and say he's beating that version of Randy Orton. That big weekend was just another chapter in the legacy of the greatest world heavyweight champion in history. That ain't got Al. Gunther.
We got some breaking news here from Elizabeth. She says, oh yeah, I saw that she just signed a no long-term contract. Yeah.
Who,
So
Asuka?
yeah, Asuka. I think I saw something like that too.
I haven't seen that yet, but thank you,
her.
Liz. Liz is always onto it, man. I like that.
Damn right she is.
But anyway, next though, we see Sami Zayn hitting the ring, of course. He says it's funny that Gunther talking about legacy because he spent the last couple of weeks thinking about his Intercontinental Championship reign, and everybody talks about it as the great workhorse title, but people always forget that the true greats, the greatest of all greats, your Macho Man Randy Savages, your Stone Cold Steve Austins, The Rocks, Triple H's, Shawn Michaels's, and his number one hero, the best there is, the best there was, the best ever will be, and Bret the Hitman Hart. And all of those guys won Intercontinental Championship as a stepping stone to the world title. And that's what Gunther has done. And now that's what Sami is going to do too. He wants that world championship, but Gunther tells him he's right. But where he and those men he listed stepped up after losing the Intercontinental Championship, Zayn actually stepped down. Bit of a zing right there. But he thinks that's why the fans really like him. So basically, cut a long story short, Zayn wants a title match. Gunther told him no. He said nay. And that's that. He walks away. Why should he give him a title match?
Well, I mean, he beat him. He hasn't beaten Sami Zayn. I mean, Sami Zayn.
That's true.
Sami Zayn's the one guy that pinned him. So Sami Zayn has a good Sami Zayn has a good excuse as to why he should contend for the title, and Gunther has a good excuse as to why he doesn't think he deserves a shot at the title. And I think no matter what happens, they're going to definitely fight, and I think it's going to be a freaking great match between those two guys. Do I think Sami Zayn wins the title? Probably not, but neither here nor there.
He's going to lose.
Yeah, but I got to.
He's going to be a loser once again. Do I sound rough, by the way? Sneeze. Come on, you can do it.
You sound fine.
I sound fine? All right, because I sound a little rough sort of here and there. But anyway.
I mean, if you want to lower your mic a little bit, it's fine. Jim,
yeah, there we go.
Hey, that sounds better.
Anyway.
But I was going to say, so yeah, Sami Zayn, look, listen, it's going to be great no matter what. Will he win the title? No, but it's going to be a nice feud. Again, you have to keep feeding this guy, possible winners until finally it's time for CM Punk to take the title off of him. And that's not going to be for some time. So that's who I think is going to be the one to beat the Ring General or whatever the fuck he calls himself. And it's going to be fun. So that's it. Yeah.
That ain't got hell.
Yeah, that's what she said.
All right. Well, we move on though. We see Jey Uso. Jey Uso is interviewed backstage. He's interrupted though in the fight by Bron Breakker, who stares him down and tells him, "Hey, and tells him no member of his family has ever been in one of his, and he's not going to be the guy to do it. He tells him to keep chasing after Mummy and keep yeeting because he's going to get one chance to walk away, drop out of the tournament, and keep chasing Dominic Mysterio's sloppy seconds, which kind of makes Jay sort of laugh, funny enough. Because if he comes after bronze title, he's going to lose, as Uso laughs it off and thanks him for the advice and calls him a rookie. He's going to get Mummy, but now Breaker has his attention and he's winning the tournament, the title, and beating his ass. Yeah. Sorry, Jay, but I don't think he's beating any Steiner anytime soon, bro.
No, it's not. But again, listen, the kid is over, and I'm talking about
Braun.
Braun is over, Uso's over. Again, I love what they're doing here on Raw because remember I told you that it's so fast paced. It goes from match to segment. The segments aren't drawn out. They're not fucking boring. They get their point in.
Ray, it's very Russo-esque in a way from the Attitude Era with the pacing.
A little bit, but it's a little cleaner. Like everything has a little more meaning. Definitely. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is cool, man. Listen, again, now we have a potential feud between Sami Callihan, Jesus Christ. Sami Zayn and Gunther. Jesus Christ. Sami Zayn and Gunther. Yeah, that wouldn't go well. And then we have Uso and Braun Breaker for that IC title down the line. I think it's gonna happen. Listen, so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. And we're almost done with the show. We have we have 2 more matches. So
excuse me, I'm trying to zoom through it. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was good. But next, I don't know if you want to call this good or not, but it's Braun Strowman. Him trying to sell an injury just looks like an idiot. But anyway,
I know.
Whatever. He can't even touch his toes apparently. Versus Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus for your WWE Intercontinental Championship #1 Contenders Tournament first round friggin' match. And surprise, surprise, Braun Strowman wins by pinfall with a running power slam on Ludwig Kaiser. Why? Because of what you said is going to happen. That's why. And that's the only reason why Strowman won, even though I don't agree with him winning on the basis of how hurt he was supposedly was. But I understand why this happened because of storyline purposes. So it makes sense. But still, he makes it.
Listen, he'll either be attacked by what's your Australian buddy's name?
Bronson Reed.
Either Bronson will attack him and take him out and take his place, or next week Bronson Reed will get in the face of the Raw general manager, say, listen, I was sick or whatever. I supposed to be in that match. I demand the match between Braun Strowman. They'll have a match. Braun Strowman's already hurt. He'll lose the match, and this kid will move on to the Fatal 4-Way, Bronson Reed. So that's Braun Strowman's just a placeholder.
Yeah, either way, there's going to be repercussions. And I think, definitely he's got to take his spot back. It makes sense. He's going to complain about it. I mean, he already has on Twitter, as a matter of fact, if you pay notice to what he's been saying. Yeah, he has. So
I'll take a look. Go ahead.
Yeah, just take a little look and you see for yourself. But anyway, Strowman wins. Hallelujah. But backstage, we see Damian Priest comes to Jey Uso and says he's grateful for the assistance. Excuse me. But they have a past to acknowledge. Jay says he's been where he is without friends and he respects him. And then we go to another break. Then we see Butch Pete Dunne, whatever you want to call him. He says he was just sending Sheamus a message from an old friend and he's off to NXT to kick Trick Williams' ass. Ooh, yeah, pal. Anyway, the interview lady asks if she should tell Sheamus the message was from Butch. He turns around and tells her not to call him the B word or else. And then commentary hypes up next week's show. What do you think of this little Butch segment, Ray? Is he Butch? Is he Dunn? Is he Pete? What is he?
Well, I like the fact that they're not ignoring that he was Butch, and the fact that it pisses him off. And real quick, again, I'm struggling with my allergies today, guys, so forgive me. Bronson Reed does tweet out. He says, "Wait, so they replaced me with the monster I slayed last week? What the?" So, yeah. So again, I think this is what's gonna happen next week. Listen. Again, I like the fact that they're leaning into the Butch thing. The fact that Butch almost destroyed this kid's career. He doesn't want to hear the name of Butch. This works. I guess I don't think Pete Dunne is a great character. So maybe
He's
this
what
is
character?
he has no
He's got
character.
no character, right?
But I guess they're trying to give him some type of character with this whole I'm pissed off of being called Butch thing, and we'll see where it goes. But neither here nor there. I thought he was going to slap the shit out of that girl, but we don't do that in the
Jesus.
WWE.
No, apparently not. Why not just call him Butch Reed then? The new and
Don't stop
improved
it.
Butch Reed.
He's not a very
Joking.
handsome black man with blonde hair. Let's go.
Yeah.
Main
Nowhere
event.
near it. Main event time. You're right. It is Damian Priest and main event Jey Uso versus Judgment Day and Finn Balor and Big Head himself, JD McDonough. I feel like we've seen this match kind of a lot. But I don't know. It just feels like every week, Ray, we've seen these three, especially in whatever pairings you put them in every week, dude. But, you know, it was a decent match. We had a lot of super kicks off the rope, spear on McDonough. But we do see Liv Morgan appearing to run interference and the Usos crash into the mat. Balor tags in, sling blade, shotgun, drop kick up top, tag to JD, coup de grace, connects as McDonough with a moonsault, and then Priest breaks it up just. But guess who we get back coming down the aisle, Ray? It is Mummy herself on a crutch still, and Liv Morgan laughs and mocks her. This turns out to be a mistake because Rhea doesn't actually need the crutch and instead uses it as a weapon. Still hobbling as she chases after Liv anyway, breaking the crutch over her, on her back that is, as Morgan flees through the crowd. Jay tags out, did I say Jay? I mean Jay tags out Damien. He knocks JD to the floor, front kick on Finn, raises edge, blocked by a returning McDonough. Though he spear tags Balor out, Damien gets JD up with the razor's edge anyway, as Uso wants to tag. Priest gives it to him, perching him up top, and then that was that, as Damian Priest and Jey Uso win via pinfall with a diving splash from Jey Uso onto JD McDonough, and that's the show, folks.
That is the show. So do you think that Priest and Uso are going to win the tag team titles?
Yeah, I can see that, but it'll be short term.
Short term, right? Just like okay, I can see that. Listen,
like a Cody Jay sort of run.
Yeah, not a bad match. It's basically perpetuating business for next week. You know, they're going to keep pushing this thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you know, little by little, you have Jey Uso who keeps giving mommy the eye, and
yeah, I don't know what's up with that? I mean, come on, man, what's going on here, bro?
I don't know, but all I know is that Rikishi is not happy with this.
He's not happy. He's not. I've seen what he's. Is he getting worked or what? Is he believing the friggin' work here or what?
I don't know, man. I think we're all getting worked here, brother. But neither here nor there. That was Monday Night Raw for the week of September 2nd, 2024. Again, a solid show in my humble opinion. I thought it was fun. Went quick. I thought business was done. Again, look out next week for Braun Strowman to get defeated or get crushed by Bronson Reed. Will have Bronson Reed become part of that whole fatal four-way for #1 contender match for the Intercontinental Championship. Look out for CM Punk next week to do a via satellite thing from the hospital or maybe from home. What else you got, Jimmy? What else you think might happen next week?
No, you pretty much said what's going to happen next week. That's what we're going to get. Exactly what you said. Otherwise, I don't see any more changes. We're going to see much of the same type of thing, really, as we've been seeing the last few weeks. Although this show was a much better show than the week before. Yeah. And I look forward to Raw next week. I mean, yeah, but I think we're going to get much of the same thing, though. You know what I mean? Which is really a bad thing.
I look forward to doing the show with you next week. So how do you feel about that?
Absolutely.
Very good.
Likewise.
Anyway, put over your social media, Jimmy, where they can find you. And again, ladies and gentlemen, before we put over our social media, head over to Twitch and search the Opinion Haver or Opinion Haver at Opinion Haver on Twitch. And he's probably streaming right now. Maybe that's why he's not in the chat. So go check out and just tell him that we sent you over there, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy, put over your social media. What you got coming up?
Well, if you want to follow me, you can on the X or the Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at DJ MassiveX right there. Also at the PWC Network. Also, like and subscribe right here. Not right here because we're on Hamin Media Group, but at channelattitude.com, where for $5 I need to get the realest but the best talk in all the pro wrestling. Also, HaminMediaGroup.podbean.com for all our affiliate shows. But most importantly, like and subscribe right here at Hamin Media Group on the YouTube. and spread the word, man, because this show is an exclusive right here on the Hamin Media Group YouTube channel, and also please get our subscriber count to 1,000. I've noticed we've got a lot more new subscribers, but keep spreading it and keep spreading the word. Thank you, and that's about it, man.
We got some breaking news here. We got Matt Schaffer, who says, check out this week's version of SMB, that's Suck My Balls, a South Park review where Colin Glory Hole Wysong joins him. So check that out. That's pretty freaking cool. Don't forget to check out me and the vet tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for your next level wrestling review, where we review all NXT. Hey, don't forget to subscribe here, youtube.com/Hamin Media. And don't forget to hit that notification. Smash the notification bell. Smash it. Subscribe. Subscribe.
Absolutely.
We're trying to get to 1,000. We're right there.
We're
right
close.
freaking there. Once we get monetized, we're gonna take it to the limit. Yeah. Big shout out to all you guys that were in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the dancer one, Dan Heffron, the opinion haver, the king of 2K24, Elizabeth, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We appreciate you. Follow us on social media. Again, follow me on social media at Big Ray Hernandez Jimmy. Obviously on social media, it's right down here at DJ or underscore DJ Mass Effects underscore on the X. And we'll see you in here next week, ladies and gentlemen. We went a little over, but it's all good. You know, we had a lot of show today. So
an hour and 37 minutes to talk about 2 shows. I think we're still great, bro.
I think we did well. I think we did. We are all American boys. We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We love you guys. God bless you. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace. American boys.
Yeet. Yeet.